Make Star Wars great again. Make Star Wars great again.
All right, ready?
All right, we went on. You guys, as you guys knows, we usually go on a rabbit hole at the beginning. Now let's get into it. The movie 2026, the hot goss, Project Hail Mary. Let's do this.
What was your final assessment of Japanese American Twitter?
I love that. I hope that continues. I really
I don't think it's going anywhere.
But beauty is not meant to be forever. I'll tell you that much.
I didn't want to show him on here, but it's
too good. Dude.
There was even Japanese posts that were being racist to other countries. And there were some American accounts that were like bonding through that as well.
Oh no. Oh, that's funny. Hey, bond's a bond, dude. Bond's a bond.
All right. Synopsis. Project Hail Mary follows Ryland Grace, a lone astronaut who awakens on a distant spacecraft with no memory of who he is or how he got there. As his memory slowly returns, he realizes that he's humanity's last hope to stop a cosmic threat and must rely on science, ingenuity, and an unexpected ally to save Earth. That doesn't say unexpected.
I will say this: we got that and then some. I think that descriptor is good. Obviously, it does it a disservice to some degree. Yeah, it's incredible film, man. Really, really freaking good.
So the trailer, all the trailers are 3 minutes.
3-minute trailer?
All of them.
I mean, this movie is like 3 hours, so that makes this a minute an hour. That's not bad, actually, if you think about that, dude.
So I don't know if you just want to put one on and then maybe we'll call it. But yeah, there's the final.
Let's put it on and call it.
The final trailer is 244. Official trailer 2 is 305. This one that I pulled up is 259. They wanted to trailer you.
They trailered me, dude. That movie was good.
Please state your name.
Ryland Grace. I just woke up from a coma. I'm several light years from my apartment. And I'm not an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut.
If you don't go, you die. With the rest of us.
The sun is dying.
You are the only scientist who might know what this says.
I'm just a teacher at Grover Cleveland Middle.
You have a doctorate in molecular biology. I need you to come with us. This is Project Hail Mary. The sun is not the only star dying. Every star was infected by its neighbor except one.
Why?
We don't know.
Which is why we built a ship to go there.
Yeah, it's a mini movie that they made here.
Yeah. Die in space.
It's what you Americans would call a long shot.
Hail Mary. I get it. Who on earth is going to sign up for this?
If we do nothing, everything on this planet will go extinct.
You'll find a solution.
You are my solution.
I put the knot in astronaut. I've never done anything. I've never done a space. I can't even moonwalk.
I wish that line wasn't in the trailer.
Yeah, that's fine. The music choice is fire too.
I understand the stakes.
He's so goddamn handsome. It makes me so mad. He is just so handsome, dude. It's crazy.
The world is counting on you.
This might be very hard for you to understand. But some people are not good at things.
You know who you are. You're gonna do great.
I conquered Zero G in 5 hours.
Object approaching.
Oh my god. So I met an alien. He's kind of growing on me. At least he's not growing in me, you know, which was a concern for a little while. I'm Grace. I'm gonna call you Rocky. Thumbs up. No, that's thumbs down. We do the thumbs up. It's close enough.
I wish they didn't add that end part. I think it was a perfect trailer up until that very end.
But that's what they do these days.
God, dude. You gotta hurry up and start making movies and make proper trailers, dude. I'm just saying.
Well, you could just like they have trailer cutting companies. And I literally thought that as I saw this. Like,
yeah, that was you know what? And 3 minutes is that's a long
long.
time. And it felt this trailer felt amazing up until that very last 10 seconds. It's crazy. I want to see it, Kenny. I know. Crazy.
Kitty hasn't seen it.
She hasn't seen it yet. I'm gonna take her to we're gonna go down to and we're gonna go to AMC. I know this is definitely a reflection of me right now. This is definitely a reflection of me right now. I'm not happy about it. Like Thursday evening, so the movie theaters is literally right next to where I work. I just got off and went straight over to the next door, and I just watched it. I work a lot. Stop it, Kenny. Just don't defend it. We know. Don't defend it. I didn't take it, but we got to go.
Well, I'm not trying to make trouble for you, but you saw it. You saw it. I think the day before it came out.
No, it was Thursday.
Thursday. Well, technically they're Friday releases.
Yeah, but Thursday. Come on, it's Thursday releases. At this point, it's Thursday releases.
No, for sure. Yeah, I'm front and center.
No, so my close friend, he actually. So this is what happened.
They read the books. They're hyping you up. No, the point I was gonna make.
But they bought the ticket for me without letting me know.
No.
Hey man, I got an extra ticket.
I'm not mad at the first watch. I'm mad that it's been 2 weeks, and this movie that you love so much, and you saw on opening day. I just
explained to you how little time I have. I have very little time. That's a real thing. We are going to go see it though. We're going to drive down to the. We're going to make it a date night where we go down to AMC because I want to watch it on like an AMC screen. No, so we want to watch it on a big AMC screen. That's what I want to see it again on. That'd be really cool, I think.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a really good experience.
All right. When's that?
Probably Sunday. No, Monday. We'll do it Monday. Monday. Monday afternoon we'll go.
And then you got to come back and then watch Spider-Man.
Yeah, Monday evening. Mm-hmm.
I want to watch Spider-Man.
That's the meme she sent me in the last week. I went to go see by myself. I like Spider-Man. All right, so the box office estimated. Jeez, whoa. That's 200 million. Is that correct?
The budget?
200 million. Yeah, the budget.
Yeah,
200 million. Woo, nice. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I respect. That's not like Marvel big. It's still big.
No, that's Marvel big.
That's big. How big? How much does it take for a Marvel movie? How much was Infinity War? I was thinking like 400 to 500, like $500 million. No,
a movie hasn't been.
I'm just overshooting it.
No, remember where we saw Electric State, and that one was like 320.
Yes. Oh God,
and like that was a big deal. No,
that was a big
Infinity
deal.
War.
Okay, 200 million. Infinity War. So budget was 200 million. Gross U.S. and Canada 163. Cool, 164. Opening weekend U.S. and Canada 80 million, which I feel is a little low considering how great this movie is and how much PR. It's good PR too. Gross worldwide so far today is rocking 317. So it's made its nut, but I would like to see it at least hit 2x. It's asking a lot, but I like to see 2x.
What 2x domestic or worldwide?
Just gross worldwide 200.
Oh no, it will.
Yeah,
it will
2x,
easy.
It will.
It's now Amazon MGM's highest grossing movie. It beat Creed 3.
Oh, it beat Creed 3, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Quick too, very quick.
This movie's
So-
fantastic.
It's good.
It's really good. Like my friends who read, much smarter people than me, they were all of them super excited for this movie. And they had nothing but good things to talk about after the movie too. They were really like, dude, this movie very good. Sure, they shortened up some parts. There were some parts in the movie that weren't embellished enough, like it was in the book.
All right.
You're obviously gonna get that with an
That's
adaptation.
always,
obviously.
always.
That's always. But then they made some choices in the movie that weren't in the book that they actually liked too.
Right.
So they were very happy about that. So it was cool.
What's your guess? So it is more than this. The Infinity War budget.
I would say Infinity like 470.
321.
320. Okay, 321. Okay. That's still
Which-
a lot of money
No,
difference. It's a big
no.
difference still.
That's a ton. I don't think.
Yeah.
But that's what Electric State, at least
That blows my mind.
made apparent to me. Is like, as much as I like the
Oh, boy.
Russos, I think they have budget problems.
They absolutely have, but they didn't. It's not like they created new technology like the first Matrix. It's not like they did things. It was all
So-
CG.
Let me.
I'm like a billion. I'm like totally kidding. It's totally like a billion.
I'm looking up the Fantastic Four budget.
That's
See
a good
that
comparison, too.
one's 200 even.
Oh, okay.
So they're usually that 200 million is like blockbuster range now.
Yeah.
Blockbuster.
Well, I feel like with
tentpole.
space movies, they tend to be more expensive too because of the CGI it takes to create space, to create all that craziness. Like, it was beautiful too.
Yeah. All right, let's keep hitting, but it'll 2x, especially
It'll 2x.
worldwide. I think it'll 2x domestically if they keep it in theaters.
I hope they do, because this movie should be seen on the widescreen. It's an experience for sure.
Yeah.
All right, IMDb giving it a score of 8.4. That seems a little. I don't like that. Just round up, dude. 8.5. That's weird. Just stand behind your score, dude. Be a man. 8.5. It's all right. So 8.4 out of 10. All right. All right, and then oh, he didn't have Ace King. He had Trip Tens. Oh, I lost. What is that? 7.0. We'll get into it. Let's talk about it. All right. Acting.
Wait, if you had to
Kick
guess
it off.
my biggest issue with this movie,
All right. I'm not looking at it. So if I had to guess your biggest issue,
you could even look at this. Yeah.
okay. Je ne sais quoi. That's a big one, dude. Je ne sais
I
quoi's
sat
big.
there for a little bit, and here we'll do it
Je ne
backwards.
sais
We'll
quoi.
do it
Okay,
backwards.
we'll do it
What's-
backwards. Okay.
Are you giving a 1 on
Okay.
Je ne sais quoi?
I'm gonna give it a 1 only because
Uh-huh.
I knew the moment this movie was being made, because my friends, they're hardcore fans of the book, so they knew, and then they let me in on it, and then I started getting the updates of this movie and when it was coming. Because this movie is such a big hit, it's a monster hit. I'm sorry, a book. This book is like one of the best books. I have a different taste of it, right? This was already in my peripheral before it became a movie.
You
Like,
didn't
people
start
were
reading it
excited
yet,
about
did you?
I haven't, and me and Kitty are going to be doing it together, like audiobook. But I heard about this movie from the jump, so I have a different take on it, obviously. So I'm giving it a Je ne sais quoi 1, because not only did it deliver, but it superseded that expectation.
Okay. So delivering on a pre-sold property, that's the one.
Well, that's the big one, right? Because it's not that it was they delivered. Yeah, I delivered on it, but I knew about it, so I was keeping tabs on this beforehand. I knew from avid book readers that this book was incredible. So already there was something, a layer for it for me.
Mm-hmm.
You think Ryan is too hot? Yeah, that's what he has a problem with. He's too hot, dude. Ryan Goss is too hot. He's too hot to be smart.
No, it was the length. I think I still could have cut this one. Not
You're
a
so
lot.
smooth brain. That's
Not a ton.
crazy.
Not a
That's
ton, but
great. We'll get into that argument soon.
I was playing
entertainment.
with I was playing
That's
with the
crazy.
entertainment value. I was
You're
like 1,
crazy.
1.5, but for me, there were some moments where
1.5.
I was sitting on my hands. I would have reduced the flashbacks. by
I like
half,
the
I think.
flashbacks.
No, they were
They-
good. I got why someone wanted them there.
Contextual.
They were good,
needed.
but
Yeah.
I've told you, I've said it a bunch. Like I think even when you pass the 2 hour mark, I start scrutinizing every second of screen time. When you're going 2.5, 240, I'm really, really on you. So it's like nothing they showed me I hated. I enjoyed it. I liked it, but it still didn't need some of it.
Here and I'll push back there. I think every moment of that was needed because it shows the consistent the stark contrast of his life prior to his life now. It, like the loneliness kind of floating out in the Madrid of space, giving context of how he got there. I actually love that because they set you up in a story beat where you're with him, right? He's waking up from a coma. He doesn't know where he's at. And you're a viewer, you're an audience viewer. You don't know what the hell's going on. So you're getting these breadcrumbs sprinkled in throughout the entirety of the movie. Obviously, that's obviously intentional, right? For sure. But I really enjoyed the story beats because that subplot, what's going on, had kept me interested every time they went back because it kept moving forward, the subplot. So for me, I absolutely love that, man. It was perfect, and I very much enjoyed that.
Perfect.
It kept me going. It was perfect.
You know, I think
my
you need
favorite IP.
I think you need three flashbacks. You could talk me into a fourth, but it's when obviously he's in the class explaining the issue. When they come to recruit him, which I would count as one flashback because that's how they treated it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
yeah.
When he's teaching it and his students in the class what's happening, when he tries to get recruited, the him figuring things out and solving, I would have montaged that. But instead we get we still get a montage, but with all this other stuff, and then him and the guy and they're bowling for aluminum foil at Lowe's. I'm like, get this out of the movie.
They're setting a tone. They're setting a vibe. They're like, okay, this guy's over his head, and he's kind of figuring it out. He's not like the sharpest tool. He's not the guy we need for the mission, but he's the guy currently that we have figuring it out. And
bowling for aluminum?
Fuck yeah, dude. The world's gonna end up bowling for aluminum, baby.
The world's gonna end. I might be the only. I might be the only host. Let me waste some time. Let me kill some time in the. Get the hell out of here.
Versus Armageddon, where you got Steve Buscemi blowing his money at a strip club. That's not your guy. This is our guy. He's like, let me de-stress with a quick little aluminum bowl. You know?
Okay.
Like, that's
so I don't know if Kitty posed the question to me, Patrol, or just the chat in general, but it's a good one.
Yeah.
So you hate's a strong word, Lord of the Rings director's cut, aka extended edition.
If I had to guess Fury's answer before his answer, I would say he didn't hate it, but he probably thinks it's pointless. It's not needed.
No, I'm kind of in the neighborhood.
It's not needed.
I haven't seen all of it, but I'm kind of in the neighborhood of hate because every extended scene I've watched, I'm like, that's so fucking dumb. That is so stupid. Are you like spun up on those? I might even pull it up on YouTube. It's so fucking stupid.
I've seen the extended. Yeah.
After the Battle of Isengard, there's just this long, goofy ass fucking scene that makes no sense. Saruman, we didn't need to see him die. What those extended scenes show me is like, man, like, because the Lord of the Rings movies are still long. Like the edited versions were still long.
You're not wrong. You're right. You're right. And this is where I'm not going to fight you on that because you're right. You have a right to feel that way, and I think you're right. I'm gonna say I think you're right. Here's my thing: the extended cuts aren't for you. They're for the people who love that
who
IP.
Just want,
They just want more.
Gobble down whatever's given. Yeah,
gobble it up. That's for them. I would never recommend an extend unless you're really into that franchise, that movie. The extended cut's never going to be your jam. That's not for you.
I have to pull.
So I agree. I agree. It's for you. It makes no sense that you would like Lord of the Rings films. If you love Lord of the Rings films, then that goofy scene are actually wholesome. Yeah, I just explained that. Yeah. It's not his bag.
No, it's different.
It's not his bag.
You guys said two different things.
When you don't like the Lord of the
When
Rings
you
films,
don't
if
like-
you love Lord of the Rings, well, he never said he
No.
loved Lord of the Rings though.
I do though.
No,
But
you
I love film first. And the extended, we're gonna watch it here. You guys tell me this belonged in the fucking movie.
You don't love Lord of the It's not for you. People who love Lord of the Rings love that. I think you like
Oh
Lord of the
no,
Rings. I think you like it.
I'd say that's fanaticism.
like
that's
stuff.
fanaticism. No, but I
Yes,
love Lord of the
fans.
Rings.
No, love is fanaticism. By definition, that you're fanning
No,
over that
I'll
thing.
I'll look up
Absolutely.
the definition.
Look it up. It's crazy.
Okay, fanaticism is characterized by unreasonable, excessive, and uncritical zeal. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry. Have you ever been in love? Because that's exactly the definition. I don't know what to tell you, dude, but that's the exact. You just they're sharing the same definition.
Here's the thing. I fell in love with the theatrical version. Then I found out. Then we moved in together, and I saw these extended scenes. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, but you saw the curtain roll back. You're like, I
Yeah.
don't like what I'm seeing.
Look,
here.
let's watch this. I think you're gonna speak a lot quieter to me after you watch this ridiculous ass
my
scene.
goodness
Here.
gracious.
Look
It's
too happy, does he?
Not too happy at all, Mary.
Still,
Not too happy at all,
I
Mary.
suppose the view would be quite nice from up there.
Oh, yes. It's a quality establishment. I hear the staff are very
They even kind of act differently in the extended scenes. I just want to throw that out as well. But-
good.
This was in the books.
What are
Okay.
you doing?
Nothing.
I don't care.
The world's back to normal. That's all.
No, it isn't. I'm starving.
Good luck trying to find something decent to eat round here. Probably only dead rats and
Dude, this is just like regular banter, not really entertaining. We're just watching a slice of life, Lord of the Rings.
Entertaining
Man.
is subjective. That's
It is,
subjective. 'cause I
but-
think it's very entertaining.
moldy bread.
Nice. They found it, guys. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother.
I don't believe it.
It can't be.
Fury hates this.
It is.
Long bottom leaf.
Long bottom leaf,
Find a
dude.
spot right in the
You
south
don't
valley.
know about long bottom leaf? You're
It's
crazy.
perfect.
So the cinematic way that you do that, which made it into the
They
theatrical
just cut right
release,
to them already doing and smoking.
they're already
Yeah,
smoking. Like, okay,
Yeah, they already do.
okay, Master Pippin.
I don't eat. Wait. Do you think we should share it with Treebeard?
Share it. No.
This is so inconsequential.
Eggplant.
Doesn't matter.
Don't think he'd understand. Could be a distant relative.
Oh, I get it. Don't be hasty.
Exactly.
Boom.
Shoebird's like, man, thank God we're here because I'm happy those kids are happy. I'm just happy those kids are happy, dude.
Treebeard would never speak that quickly.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
would,
god.
dude.
Here, ask me what the runtime is for Lord of the Rings: The Two
Oh my
Towers.
God. I think like 3. No,
no,
2
no, no, no,
hours.
no.
and-
It's theatrical.
Oh,
Theatrical.
ask you. Theatrical standard. All right, 2 hours and 42 minutes.
2:59. 2:59. And you want me to sit? That was just 2 minutes. There's so much more.
So many more minutes. There's so many more minutes.
So many more minutes.
This is all just supporting evidence and character development that hobbits are hobbits, typical hobbit behavior.
It's
Yeah, that's
overkill though. We get that a lot of that. One throughout the trilogy,
Again,
definitely in
all right, so I will
Fellowship.
say
Definitely
this.
in Fellowship.
All right. All
That
right, so then I will say
Bilbo's
this. I
party,
think that's for
Bilbo's party alone
Okay.
just kills
Yeah.
that. It's a very beautiful
Right,
scene.
right.
It you understand a
is.
hobbit. It does it throughout the trilogy. You don't need these scenes where that's the only thing they accomplish. you know, you could roll it in and shit that matters in this world that's close
So-
to ending.
I'll retract my statement. I'll comb it a little bit, right?
What
I'll
you got?
shape it a little bit.
Okay.
I think the extended versions of anything that's more specific for books are for those people who love the books, the lore, the world, who grew up with the books.
Yeah, no. The
But
thing
for
is,
moviegoers, I can see where you're coming from. That's different. You can love the edited final cut coming into it. You love that. But I think if you love the books, you appreciate the director's cut because it adds
Sure.
more of the books. Adds a little
Right.
more. So
Yeah.
that there is, I would, all right, there's a difference there for sure. I can see your
yeah.
I can see that. Yep.
Yeah, I would never, I don't know. I guess I kind of seemed like I was doing that, but I would never talk anyone out of enjoying those scenes. I just want everyone to understand that those movies wouldn't have hit the same if they were in the theatrical versions.
No,
Like
no.
they, not even
Adaptations
close.
by their very purpose, you're trying to adapt a book to the mainstream who aren't familiar with it. You're trying to bring more people to the fray, so that makes more sense.
Right. Well, you're trying to tell a story to someone who's sitting in a
cohesive
chair, who's sitting a cohesive, entertaining story to someone who's sitting in a chair the entire time.
Yeah.
The entire
agreed,
time.
agreed.
You have
Yeah.
to be efficient. What you want is that 2 hours, because that was longer than I thought it was. I don't remember it being 2:59. And when I rewatch it, it doesn't feel like 2:59, and that's what you want. You
That's
know,
the magic because it's directed so
right.
beautifully. Like it,
It's just entertaining. Like moment to moment,
Yeah.
I'm just like, or I'm
Yeah.
still reeling from the last scene that happened. But the theatrical version of the Lord of the Rings, they're very efficient. Very
Right,
like
right,
every line matters. You don't feel like anything's wasted. Where okay, back to Project Hail Mary.
and bringing it right in. There we go.
Back to Project Hail Mary. There were just some things where like, you get that out. And my first example was like the shopping
the bowling.
montage. Shopping montage. No, go to Lowe's, get your shit. Don't even show me that part. Like there's so someone would say, no, Grace and that guy have a good bond and they're really friendly. There's a much quicker way to do that. They can
True,
pal
true,
around in their lab or their workspace. It's just like be efficient. Because the thing is, book readers are gonna kill you anyway. They're gonna kill you. You make any change, you're dead. They're gonna kill you.
So and I'm speaking to this. Speaking to that, Grace, the character, the security guard, he wasn't in it. That was a completely made up character.
Oh, okay.
He was not in the books. So like he was completely added to the book. So the relationship that of the who was the chick? Lionel, what was her name? The one that was in charge running the
Right.
show.
I'll get it.
They split her character into two characters for the movie. So because she was a little bit fun, a little bit whimsical, but just like stoic, dry, hard ass as well. So they made the security guard
Sandra. Continue.
Sandra, yeah. So Sandra, they split her character into two characters for the movie, and that's what we get. So that was actually something that a lot of book readers actually enjoyed that they added and completely changed. That was cool. And to that point, it's kind of weird because without that, we wouldn't get the montage scene because that's not in the book. The whole montage. I mean, I'm sure them shopping,
So
but them adding
now
that character completely added more stuff.
more stuff the story doesn't need. This movie really it didn't seem confident in what it already had. Just a good, compelling, well thought out, heartfelt story. It wanted the cutesy little jokes like, I've never even moonwalked. Let's bowl for aluminum foil. So it's just, it is upsetting. I thought I was seeing all this because they were trying to stay true to the books. But now, you're telling me that they added it.
3 hours. They added like 2 minutes. Doesn't mean they're not staying true to the books. They added in like a character and then 2 extra minutes of him taking up screen time. All right, that's not the same.
So, anyways, that's where your entertainment value 1.5, I assume.
1.5, dude. I loved it. There was highs, there was lows.
There were.
There
I
was
agree with all
white
that.
knuckle moments.
I agree with that too. True.
Cries. I was like, dude, tearing
True.
up. It was crazy.
There was also bowling for aluminum foil. All right. So the
you're
length,
telling me a 1 versus a 1.5 the entertainment
No,
value.
no,
you got
that's
a 1,
that's
not a
just
1.5.
no, that's just the one moment
I know.
where I thought would be a
Yeah.
slam dunk, where it's like, oh, this is like
Sure.
gratuitous. I don't know why they're showing me this.
Mm.
But no, that there was moments like that where I
Some
was just
lull
sitting,
periods for you.
yeah, sitting on my hands. I'm telling you, the flashbacks, I would have cut those in half. That's what I was in the middle of saying. Is like the
Mm.
first flashback, he's with the students, he gets recruited. Oh, because you started groaning because I said I would have montaged him figuring something out, but because we don't know what the fuck they're talking about anyway.
No, but
You
that's what
know,
I wanna
and
do that. I wanna see it.
we're gonna get the reviews later where reviewers are still mad that they dumbed it down too much compared to the books.
Oh, I
So
see.
you know what I mean? If you're gonna get killed anyway, then just let me have
Gotcha.
it. And then
Hmm.
obviously where he gets forced onto the ship, you need that one.
Yep.
Um
That was a big one too.
the
Jesus.
singing, the karaoke was good.
It was good.
very
It was
heartfelt.
The final hurrah. Let's
Right.
just, if we die, we die.
And
type of
and
thing.
that's the thing, is like I like all the scenes. It's not like the Lord of the Rings extended scenes where I don't like those. I like all the extra stuff. I just think, take it out, save me some time, tell the same story.
There was minutes that you would cut maybe from here and there that
Oh, yeah.
eventually add up over time.
Yeah.
For sure. I get you.
So I took
Okay,
it out on the
screenplay.
screenplay dialogue. So
Yeah,
I go
that's where
1.
the one. Okay.
You got 1.5.
For me, screen point. Yeah, 1.5 for me. I loved his character. I loved how he was relatable to a point, and then at the moment of his call to be a hero, call to action be a hero, he backed out. You find out through that flashback he didn't want to be on there. He was
Yeah.
willing to sacrifice the world to that step, and double down. And he became a character where you didn't like. You're like, dude, just nut up. Like, this is crazy, right? So I like that. I liked the dialogue was solid. I loved it was great. 1.5. All the little interactions were great. I loved them.
Production 1.5 from you.
Absolutely. Jesus, man. Like every set piece, every shot. I mean, everything felt real, lived in. It was good.
I got something.
Rocky was crazy.
I like the
that-
design, yeah.
The design behind that character, fantastic. Really good.
There you go.
Really good. So the astrophage space scene in Project Hail Mary was created by tiny LEDs placed on chicken wire that were all used while pouring water in front of the lens to refract the lighting. It was then shot with an Alexa LF camera with the infrared filter removed. That's crazy, dude. That's awesome.
That's good.
That's so cool. Dude.
That's back to
Holy
like
smokes.
old school filmmaking, solve a
yeah,
problem.
movie magic.
Yeah.
Movie magic.
Whereas,
Yeah.
because of the advancements of CGI, I think everyone's got really comfortable, like, just
Right.
render it,
Yeah,
But this was cool to read.
that's so freaking cool to read. Yeah, I'd imagine that's awesome, dude. That's freaking cool. I used to pray for times like this. All right, see here. Saw this today. It was wonderful. The message of life is precious, but truly requires sacrifice and friendship to be meaningful. To meaningfully understand. Jesus Christ, what's going on with me? That was crazy. Science can only say so much. Project Hail Mary tells you far more about hope, no matter how hard today looks. Chart a course to tomorrow. Movie magic. I would be really excited to see the behind the scenes, like if they do like on HBO or whenever they do like or on Amazon Prime, behind the scenes of making. That'd be really cool. I think that'd be really badass. Watch.
All right, direction.
Going into
1.5?
direction 1.5, dude. That it's because it didn't feel like 3 hours. When I walked out, I was like, "Holy shit, this is a 3 hour film." I was entertained all the way through. So that 100%. Every shot was great. The highs and the lows, the pacing of the movie. I was always like, "What's gonna happen next?" I was always had that "What's gonna happen next" moment. What's going on, and really good direction.
Story plot.
1.5, dude. Story plot's 1.5.
Ew.
Just the 1.5 in the story plot, dude. It's so for the story plot's amazing. All right, so
Well, you know why I deducted it.
I know because it's a book for sure. I understand. You know what?
That's it. And I know.
I retract. No, I retract.
Well, because you're about to give it a 10. You're about to give it a 10.
No, I can't because the story. Yeah. All right. No, give it a 1.
Because I assume you're gonna give acting a 1.5. You didn't talk me out of it.
You didn't. No, it's a 1. Acting's a 1. Acting's a 1.
Okay.
Acting's a 1. Story plot's a 1. Because it is coming from a book. Now, if it was original, absolutely 1.5. Nail it out of the ballpark. But this was like you're taking a lot of stuff out of the book, so it's a 1. I
well,
like
but
how you think when it comes
story
to
plot.
like that,
they still use the same story, and then just transport it. Because
absolutely,
I had to write for class about the movie Get Out, and I forgot that Jordan Peele won Best Original Screenplay, the Academy Award, and that's very cool. That's very cool. Like it's cool because Get Out is very creative.
Now I don't know where you're leaving that, but is it original?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let me double check
just
because it's
hopefully I didn't ruin that with that question.
No, I want to know because that'll be my leading example of
that should be
that's 1.5.
That's
is
really
like someone
cool.
sits down, writes a screenplay. You know,
Creative
they don't.
idea.
It's just based like they just had it going. Hold on. Asking Grok, was the movie Get Out based on anything? No, we'll double check this, but yeah, that's my point. Is like Project Hail Mary. You know, the book's probably fantastic. You know,
bestseller,
right?
It's a phenomenon,
right? You know, this real. I wouldn't even say cult following because it's so popular. But this devout fan base for the book, that's probably fantastic. You know, that's my scale. Is if you set out to write a movie. So Grok says, no, the movie Get Out is not based on any specific true story, book, or real life event. It's an original screenplay written and directed by Jordan Peele, blending psychological horror with sharp social satire. Oh yeah,
get it, Peele, fucking dope, get it.
And those, you know, I wanna leave room for that. You know, fit that achievement in film.
Yeah,
you know, whereas if we give I give Project Hail Mary 1.5 and Get Out 1.5 for story plot, you know,
they're not the same.
Right,
they're just not the same. Yeah, they're just not. I agree.
Okay, so I thought you were gonna 10 this motherfucker. You shied away.
Acting was a 1.
Okay.
No, I'm not shying away. I stand behind my score. I stand by my score.
All right, 3,
acting's
6,
a 1 because
7, 8,
acting's
9.
a 1.
You're at a 9.
Okay, acting's a 1. It wasn't like it. All right, so like often I will compare this to.
I thought you were gonna
Castaway in space. Castaway in space, but Tom Hanks Castaway, like he's in space. That's a different level of acting versus Ryan Gosling in space. Different level of acting, right? They're gonna give. I'm just saying, dude. Like I was tearing up. I was feeling really rough because of Rocky. I wasn't feeling sad I wasn't tearing up because of Ryan Gosling's reaction to his close friend. What he thinks is dead. Yeah. Whereas Tom Hanks watching a Wilson swim off from the tide, him crying, I cry because of his reaction to that ball. Right. So those are 2 different levels of acting right there. And by that right there alone, Ryan Gosling's Castaway is a 1 for me versus Tom Hanks 1.5.
And then after Rocky, no one was given too much of a chance to do much to perform or anything.
Yeah, and I loved. I mean, the relationship that leads more into overall screenplay, dialogue, story plot. The relationship between Rocky and Ryan Gosling's character Rylan. Amazing. I loved everything about that. The character was great. But again, every time they were in danger, it was because of how much I was attached to the characters, not because of the acting that they invoked it because of those characters. So acting 1.
7. You know, Heart of Hearts, I can put this higher than 7, but I just don't know where I would add. You know, I could pull like a Sergo and put like 0.5 on Je ne sais quoi, but
I mean, listen, I
scale
think that
wasn't really
today's
for that.
it deserves it, man. I think it deserves it, at least something, because this is making money. This is not a superhero film. For a lot of
That-
people, this kind of came out of
right.
nowhere. It kind of came out of nowhere, and it's doing numbers right now, dude. It's doing
No,
numbers.
if it wasn't a book, no, that would be je ne sais quoi for me. And then I would get the 0.5 on the story plot. You know, it's really
Right.
pre-sold. So I love that it's not a franchise, it's not a reboot, but it is still based on pre-sold property, you know, that being the book, which that's not the worst. That's not the worst thing. I
No.
prefer that far and beyond over over a reboot, obviously, because reboots we've already seen a movie
Right.
about it, whereas like books, you know, I
Right.
probably wasn't gonna ever read it, so I might as well see it on screen.
I'm excited. I'm going to be reading it with Kitty. I'm excited to read it. All right. This now I want to see what the parts that they didn't embellish on or get more of
Yeah.
this. That'd be cool.
It's long, isn't it?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's a book, dude. Like, in for a penny, in for a pound, in for one page. What's 1,000? You know, like, what is this?
Like one of my favorite movies is Count of Monte Cristo, but the book is like bigger than my head or something.
It's a Bible. Yeah, dude.
No, it's
a
like
Bible
3
size book.
Bibles.
3 Bibles.
It's
Ugh.
huge.
That's not good. No, so I was gonna pick it up at Target the other day because they're selling it at Target, the Project Hail Mary. It's actually not a bad book. It's a good size. It's not too bad. It's like maybe, you know, I would say 2.5 inches thick, but the lettering's kind of big. The lettering's kind of big and it's spaced. So I think it's gonna be an easy read.
All right.
It's not bad.
No, I wasn't trying to discourage. I was just curious.
No, I get it. When I think of books, I'm like, oh god, I
You're-
gotta read
you're
this
limited
book. It's
on
gonna be so
time.
much. I'm limited on time. I gotta do audiobooks, dude. I can't do books. I just can't.
Oh, what? So you and Kitty gonna listen together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I like no, I love reading. It helps me so much with my attention span. And
That's a big one.
kind of
It does.
regain it, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a skill now.
All right, Letterboxd.
Letterbox coming on in, Kylo. With 81 comments. Amy Adams taught me alien linguistics isn't supposed to be this easy. 21,000 likes, nice. I actually love the fact that he created a language based off of sound. That was so freaking cool to me. I love that. That was dope.
Oh yeah.
I really enjoyed that. That was so freaking cool. This review may contain spoilers. A movie about an alien organism eating the energy of the sun, and somehow the most unrealistic part is still every country on Earth working together to save the world. I mean, that's fair. That's pretty fair. Oh, that's good. Oh my God, here comes the big one here. Project Hail Mary, giving it a solid 4.5 stars. I laughed, I cried, I fell in love with Rocky. I asked everyone in the theaters if they had any information about the actor who played Rocky. They told me to sit back down, that he wasn't played by an actor, that he was just like a puppet or something. I was devastated. I threw my drink on the ground. It was a Sprite Zero, but I think the syrup must have been low because it didn't taste very good. AMC needs to do a better job with their soda machines. My family doesn't let me drink soda at home because they say it makes me too rowdy. So the movie theater is the only place I can go and get my fix. Well, I imagine my disappointment when I plopped down in my seat and realized the Sprite I just spent $9 on tastes like nothing. Unacceptable. This is no way to treat an A-list member. I also thought Ryan Gosling did a good job. That wasn't a very unhinged. I love how everyone came together giving likes. That was an unhinged review. I love it. Oh, it was good.
I think we have this segment for
here we go.
releases.
Theater, stream, or pass. I want to say theater, baby. Gotta watch this in the theater.
Yeah. And
Gotta watch.
I would recommend it to almost everyone. And then just give the caveat about the runtime.
I too, and the caveat is the run. Yeah, 100%. I would say be prepared, clear schedule. This is a movie that you're gonna want to watch, but make sure you have the time to watch it. Yeah,
Yeah, because I wanted to watch it a second time preparing for the stream, but it'll
Clear my
it'll
sketch.
bomb your day. Yeah.
I was gonna be one of the people contestants on the massage Olympics. I got to pass on my masseuse. Gotta watch this. Fist my bump, dude. Oh, it's so good. It's so good, dude. Dude, their relationship was incredible. I love my favorite IP. Their relationship was awesome.
Yeah, reviews.
Let's do it. All right, guys, we got the reviews coming on in. So you know how we do it here. We got a hater, a glazer, a hater, and the guy right down the middle. So let's go ahead and get into it with a 9.10. Fist
I think
in my bump.
in the stream's sake, it's your glazer. I'm down the middle.
No, I'm a hater.
No. I mean, like how we feel personally about the movie.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm always glazing.
Okay, 9.
Better get me my syrup.
9 out of 10. Fist my bump. So it's not a 10-10, but this is the highest rated review on the movie right now.
I like that though.
Yeah. Spoiler, the film is basically what you'd expect, but it's so incisive and cleverly conceived that it keeps surprising you. For a long time, it's mostly funny, but starting with Sandra Hüller's karaoke performance, it undergoes a tonal shift that takes the film to a whole new level. It often strongly evokes the greatest moments of 2001 or Interstellar, but takes them further, creating suspense and heart-wrenching moments you wouldn't have expected. The cinematography is breathtaking and will 100% warrant at least one Oscar nomination. The same goes for the soundtrack and the song selection at certain points, blending folk, country, and classics together. The science aspect is conveyed in an easy to understand way, yet it's also presented that it's fun to follow along and think through the story. The absolute highlight, however, is Ryan Gosling's performance and his chemistry with Rocky, which will linger in your mind for a long time and is sure to inspire some nostalgic edits in the coming years. Just how much you come to care for the teacher and his stone in those few hours, how much you can discover alongside them in this friendship, right up to the ultimate self-sacrifice brings some tears to your eyes. Admittedly, it does drag a bit in places and could have taken an even more intellectual and sophisticated direction, but given the film as a whole, all the praise and the already outstanding reviews from critics and audiences alike are more than justified. Amaze.
I like it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good review.
It does drag a bit in places.
I accept it. That's fine. It's not for everyone. Not gonna be everyone's cup of tea.
Not for everyone.
Not for everybody.
What was I gonna say? You like this better than Interstellar?
Ooh. Do I like this better than? I will say yes, because of the relationship with him and Rocky. I think that carries the film. That's the heart of the film. Carries it all the way through. Interstellar is an amazing visual feast for the eyes. And McConaughey kind of like leaves everyone alone. Like he carries the ship, dude. McConaughey carries the logs up the mountain with his performance, and it's just him. And it leaves on this like somber, heartbreaking note a little bit. That just like you're haunted with him crying. The crying scene just haunts you, right? It's fantastic. I will say I was more entertained with this film because of just it had beats, it had moments, it was playful, I was fluctuating between emotions rather than Interstellar, where it was like I'm amazed, I'm befuddled, and then I'm heartbroken. So there's just more range of emotions in this one.
There you go.
All right, 1 out of 10. Who gives this a 1 out of 10? Oh, this would be great. Perfect example of everything that goes wrong with movies these days. When Peter Griffin was asked, how can you not like The Godfather? What's wrong with it? He said, it insists upon itself. Well, I wish this movie insisted a little more upon itself. It doesn't take itself seriously with a never-ending stream of poor and lame jokes that doesn't let you engage with the story. Imagine if Lord of the Rings were replete of random, stupid jokes every 30 seconds. It's like Hollywood doesn't allow us to believe in their stories anymore. Every
There's something
movie
there, by
always
the way.
has to be a big joke. He's yeah, 100%. Every movie always has to be a big joke of itself, like the Marvel characters when facing the possibility of total annihilation. But they have the time to throw in some quick-witted dumb joke to the villain. Skip this movie, waste of your time and money. This guy has no soul, dude.
Well, it's
IMDb
IMDb fan 0263029031.
Why are you a fan of IMDb? That makes this weird. Like it's...
Technically, I am. I just never thought of it that way.
This guy sucks, dude. That guy sucks. Get out of here, dude. And listen, a clock's right twice a day for sure. He's got a point. Hollywood just they play it too safe and they dumb it down too much. I understand.
And this movie isn't on Marvel level. Well, the bad Marvel, the bad version of Marvel.
Bard Marvel, yes.
But there is that in Project Hail Mary, you know, like the moonwalking thing, and it does strike me as that they're not confident with what's going on. Did you hear Matt Damon and Ben Affleck when they were doing the press tour for that Netflix movie they made, The Rip?
No, I don't remember that one.
No, it just came out this year, straight to Netflix. Okay. I think it got some theaters or whatever. But during their press tour, Matt Damon was saying that Netflix insists that the plot is restated throughout the movie about 3 or 4 times. Like it has to be it has to be in the dialogue. The characters have to talk about it, and it has to get restated.
Hold the hand, carry through the adventure.
Right. And I think you see that in movies. I think I see it in the movies that bother me. Like, what's going on? Why are you showing me this? Why are they talking about this? Like, we already did it. This is redundant. And I think all studios, for most of their projects, I think some directors and some IP, they just like, okay, do your thing. But I think all studios right now want these dumb little jokes. Like no matter what's going on, they want that. They want to ride the line of tone. I don't think they feel confident enough to just be, just sit here in this scene,
I agree to some extent. I think his character was very well established with the movie as that guy. Crack a joke when he's scared or when he's got anxiety. Nothing was out of character for me, Ryan Gosling's character. So when he cracked a joke, he was, again, when he establishes as a teacher playing with the students, like nothing was out of character. I get where you're going from, right? But if it's to the character, if it makes sense for the character to say something out of anxiety or something out of straight fear, and it happens to be comical, that's fine. But if it's out of character and it's just for the sake of tone shift, then yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I think the last thing is that character exists in that way, whether it's established or not. And I think in these movies that we're seeing in this current era, they want characters like this, just like entertaining, but in a very internet-y, sarcastic way.
I mean, I can push back a little bit on that because yes, I understand where you're coming from. Like what sells, right? And this just happens to be the thing that's a standard that they're carrying. But that shouldn't be at the sacrifice of a character that we like or love, right? Like it's just if he aligns with that for sure. Like back to Interstellar, there were some funny moments. He was quick. There was like little haha moments like that. But like Batman, look at every character ever designed that we praise and love. There was some degree of small joke, witty joke, or even something that was like on par with that, right? Like it's
but it's dumb. Character. We don't want that. But we can't.
What is? Do we though? Don't we? I don't understand. Like what's the? All right.
Well, I'd have to hear your example. Well,
give me an example of a character who doesn't do that. That is just like a gold star standard, and we want more of that. Give me that.
The dude from Sling Blade.
Billy Bob Thornton, dude, mashed potatoes like that guy. That's what you want.
I'll go. this might be a cheat code, but I'll go to Goodwill Hunting. Will Hunting.
Goodwill.
He was a funny guy, but
he was a funny guy.
they
Robin Williams
weren't
had
like
some quick witty lines as well. They were funny.
crowbarred. Yeah, they didn't feel forced. Whereas like that's what you run. Like you're right, Ryan Gosling's character, that was him. You know, just
Yeah,
kind of
was
laid back, nervous, you know, jokey
Yeah.
dude. But then, not every joke will land is the thing.
That's not. It's
And
not
then-
supposed to.
and
That's
then you're going with the
character,
moment.
You know.
Well,
That I would argue that's more endearing. If it's not every joke's gonna land, yeah, that's just called shit's not gonna land all the time. That's more human in that aspect. If every joke was quick witted, ha ha, funny, smart, next level, that's more unrealistic. That's just like, all right, that's just like 90s action.
well,
humor at that point.
landing is, it has to land for two different people: the people that it's told to on screen, the characters, and then the audience.
Okay.
And
Sure.
it's layered for us, where it's like, is that joke funny? Okay, boom. And then we go, it's like, were they supposed to say that? Did that need to be said? You know, why was that shown to me? Why was that in the script? And then you just start taking, you know, I think that route.
I know where you're coming from, and I see where you would want, and I my side of that discussion is, I think you want what you want
Well-
sprinkled. I think it should be sprinkled. Like,
Right.
all right,
It wasn't
example for
this
you-
movie's, I think we're going too deep, because it wasn't this movie's
No, I
biggest
know.
problem.
No, not at all. I understand where you're coming from. Like, all right, Dale Day-Lewis, Gangs of New York. That man
Yeah.
had zero laughs. That man was all
Right.
action, all gas, no carbs, no water, right? Like that guy was everything. If
That's not
we
true,
were
though.
Flooded, I mean, I get it. I mean, still,
He
you
had
weren't going with that though. He was funny.
well, I
He
thought
was
you were
fucking
gonna
good.
make my point for me, but then I thought
I
I
was trying
forgot
to.
if he's was he throwing the
Oh, no,
the
no, no.
knives? Or
He
he's
threw
like,
the axe.
whoops a daisy.
Whoops a daisy. Like,
Nice.
No, but that was part of the character. That wasn't
Right.
supposed to be a joke. He was just like he was being campy for the sake of being campy. That wasn't intentionally being funny. But to that extent, if every movie we saw was a Daniel Day-Lewis movie, we would then want a little bit more levity in our movies. We'd want a little bit more jokey, a little bit more like,
Oh,
goddamn,
right.
like it's all dreary and drab.
No, I agree with that.
I think there's a
I agree.
balance. I think there should
There
be a
is a-
balance. And
there
right
is a
now, there's a
balance.
lot of
Right
Yeah.
now, there's a lot of this, yeah, and it's
Yeah,
a shame that a movie that hit on so many different things, so many different levels, still just couldn't help itself. No,
Well, sure.
that's the point.
guilty by association. Whoops a daisy.
510. This adaptation was made for kids. Just finished the book and loved it. Regarding the movie, I thought the humor was Marvel-esque, well executed, but just turned the movie into a comedy. Felt like the book was written for adults and the movie is aimed towards kids. So much science was left out. Some of it felt critical to the plot. The problem-solving dialogue in the book between Dr. Grace and Rocky helped develop the bond for all the emotional beats later. Without that dialogue, Rocky became the quirky sidekick displaying cutesy mannerisms, while I'm sitting there thinking, Rocky's supposed to be a 200-year-old alien engineer. They kept trying to force feed us emotional moments with heavy soundtrack usage, but they just didn't nail the pacing for it to work.
Here's my argument with
Some-
this right
some
here.
good
This guy
points,
was
some
led
bad.
by him. Yeah, this guy was led by emotions overall. I'm being honest, because like if you think about it, my friend Bob, who read this book, his first thing was, dude, you actually, if you had a degree in astrophysics, like they're saying, he's explaining a lot of shit that this would be on par with the sciences, right? Like that's the thing. But that being said, man, like if you're upset because of that, then you're gonna start nitpicking. Like it's pretty much a rock that just goes right downhill and turns into a boulder.
Well, I was agreeing with it for a while, where it says Dr. Grace and Rocky helped their problem-solving dialogue, but then I remembered, no, it does have that still.
It
It's not
that.
very intricate,
And-
but you do see how smart Rocky is.
Yeah, but then and you also it was even stated by Gosling. He was like, "Hey, he's an engineer. I'm a scientist. He is smart in his own ways, and we're helping each other." Like as he's communicating that in the video diaries, right? Like I've never thought of them as sidekicks. I thought that they were working hand in hand and helping each other through and through. Like that was strange.
It's well, I think we as humans, it comes naturally to us. Like if we see something
Yeah. A
outside
lesser
of our
life form or
species,
a-
yeah, smaller.
Yes.
Yeah, he can't even like, according to us, speak properly. It's
Right.
easy. Well, and then not to dive back into it again, but you were saying that Gosling's character said it himself, like he's an engineer, I'm a scientist, da da da. But that character's so jokey that I think it undermines his serious moments like that, where it's like that it lacks sincerity when he's like, hey, like no bullshit. Like he's an engineer, I'm a scientist, so it's kind of like we do have a crew, Because what was the line where he's like, we're both helping in our own way? That seems like more more zaniness in our own way.
I mean, I can see where he's coming from. I saw that. I get Gosling's character in terms of like he was just making jokes for this. If you're alone in fucking space, you better be entertaining yourself. You will lose your mind. So like in my head, I can make sense of that immediately. Like you're telling, like look at like Tom Hanks. I'm gonna go back to Castaway oftentimes, right? Where he's making jokes with Wilson all the time in that movie. Like he legitimately is. Like the first time he creates Wilson, he's trying to make a fire, and he looks at Wilson like, "Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a lighter, would you?"
Oh yeah.
And he's trying to create a fire. So like, what if it makes complete sense? Like it's just what it is. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like that's if you find yourself alone in space, completely utterly alone, and if you're gonna be the manic stoic deliverer of just silence, you're crazy. That is insane.
All right, last 10 out of 10. Amaze. About as good as an adaptation that you could ask for. The book is my favorite of all time, and this movie is top 15 for me after my first watch. I cried, I laughed, and I smiled. Ryan Gosling and our new friend were perfect. The visuals were astoundingly good. No surprise, though, Greg Fraser. The score was beautiful, and the sets were amazing. You can tell this was a passion project for many. There were certain things about the book that I wish were still in the movie, like more in-depth science, but I understood why they had to leave them out or quickly address it. Overall, I was very satisfied with how they went about the adaptation. Posey
Nice.
fan.
There you go. Posey fan. See, at least Posey's at least he's a fan of Posey as opposed to IMDb, weirdo. Really dumb. I like to think good ratings come from paid users to hype the movie because the alternative is a total regression in human intellect from the collective mankind. All right, so already this guy is fucking dramatic and probably alone. I don't write reviews and I'm not a native English speaker, but this movie was way too much. Stupid jokes, dumb script, terrible dialogues. All right, so you got one of the most overhyped actors of his generation crying for 150 minutes.
It's
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, we're good. I don't like writing. I'm not a native English speaker, but most was not. No, I can't do it. I gotta get the Spanish
Just
going.
give us one and
I
go.
can't do Spanish. All right, stupid jokes.
You do
dumb
it.
script,
You do it. No,
terrible dialogues.
read it like Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, there you go. So, like, you get one of the most overhyped actors of his generation crying for 150 minutes, making the worst jokes with an alien stone and repeating the worst cliches of the worst sci-fi movies. So everything's not like only illogical, which I don't mind, but completely improbable. Just don't make me sense. There is a long stream of goofy dork humor movies like Avengers, and they're sort of really unnerving. I wouldn't even recommend it to kids. One stupid remark after other for the whole 2.5 hours. Just straight shameful.
Did you like Thunderbolts?
Sad. I thought it was really good. It was a good fresh start to what we should be getting, like better movies.
Yeah.
After a long drab of just ass, this was a good starting point. Let's go up.
Yeah, I think about Thunderbolts. That was good. That was a good
It's a
outing.
good movie. I don't think it's gonna get enough respect. I honestly don't, as it should,
No,
especially with
no,
like what it was doing.
because it's
Good.
like because Avengers came up again, and that got my gears turning. And I was talking with
Mhm.
a friend last month or something, and they think, well, you accused me of being a curmudgeon, which I think I've beat the allegations at this point. You
You're
like
like you're a curmudgeon light. You're a medium curmudgeon.
well, I
Medium curmudgeon.
I feel like I give reason behind all my hate. Like I don't just fold my arms and like, it's just so
Oh no no
stupid.
no no.
Like I'm not one of
Yeah.
these like 110 reviewers. Like
Yeah
I
yeah
feel like
yeah.
I have a nuanced perspective. So these group of friends, they view me in the curmudgeon way, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Well, tell us what movies do you like?" And I was saying,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Last year specifically, I said, "Thunderbolts. I like Thunderbolts." And
Thunderbolts is good.
he was like, "What, Marvel?" And it's such a shame that Marvel has that.
That
Sometimes it's
stank.
deserved.
That
Yeah,
stank on it.
right. And he hadn't seen Thunderbolts.
Oh, that's so silly.
Well, right. And I think about Thunderbolts. Like, there's so many cool things that happen there. There are the dumb Marvel
Yeah.
jokes, and it's a little jokey,
Yeah,
but there's
sure.
some really cool shit that happens
I
in
would
that
argue
movie.
like it's just like Guardians of the Galaxy, the franchise. That's a great staple, and yes, it's Marvel, but there are some very great acting, heartfelt
Oh yeah,
moments, roller coasters,
yeah,
rides. Like that's a fantastic example.
yeah.
Thunderbolts is never gonna get its due because of that the stank on it. I agree. Um, God,
Well,
dude, one of the
the
most heartbreaking
thing,
moments.
the
Often
Marvel stigma, the Marvel
the stigma,
stigma,
yeah, yeah,
the characters, like the obscure characters. No, it was
yeah.
never really destined for greatness, but it is a good one.
I often when people like, hey, what was like the most like? Well, I have this argument with people too. Like, oh, give me a heartfelt moment, give me a heavy moment in a Marvel movie,
Oh my
right? The
god, that's
uppity
so
guys, and there's
easy.
so many. There's just so
So
many.
many.
But like in recent memory, I'll say Thunderbolts when the daughter was like telling her dad like I am so alone, I feel so alone, and she acted it like she acted like the rent was due in that scene, and it was just heartbreaking. You're like, oh Jesus, I didn't expect this tone shift. And
Would
then like
you
the villain
would you
too coming
treat her
together
right?
heavy. I'd treat her so right, dude. I'd be right there having breakfast for her. I'd be right there massaging her too. She'd wake up to her feet being massaged. I would be in the massage Olympics, dude. Just treating her so right, massaging only her and her feet alone.
The massage championships.
The championships, dude. I'd be right there.
All right,
I got a technique down.
let's get this going. 5, 10, childish, shallow,
Oh
oversimplified.
gosh,
Felt like
so silly.
watching a movie for kids. Predictable plot, simple characters, childish jokes, and oversimplified themes. To me, the movie lacks depth and a touch of authenticity. It would have been brilliant if we learned more about Grace, his past, his motives, his desires, and the same goes for Rocky. Without that, watching their friendship feels like observing two boys playing in kindergarten. Sorry, but I had higher expectations as the book storyline is so
Bro,
interesting. Thankfully,
tell
Ryan
me you
Gosling
didn't. Oh
saves
my
the
God.
day. Without him, this would have been just a disaster.
Bro, tell me you've never had friends without telling me you've never had friends, dude. Get out of here with that, dude.
I think
Oh
the
my
funniest thing was
God.
wanting the Rocky prequel. It's like, bro, we don't know him.
We
The
don't
fuck? What do
know-
we know? What is the
Like-
species? Iridians?
Iridian, yeah, Iridians, the Iridians. Like, but come on, you want this in depth? Like, have you never had a guy friend? We don't need to be deep, dude. We don't need a backstory. Hey, dude, you like sticks? I love sticks. You want a stick fight? Yeah, we're best friends now. Fuck yeah, I do. Let's do it.
I'm pretty sure it's a tweet. This guy said I was in college sitting in the lecture hall, and this dude walked in wearing a striped shirt, and he saw this other guy wearing a striped shirt. He said stripes, and the guy said stripes back to him, and he sat next to him.
I had this very moment with Kitty recently, right? Because she's like sitting there on her phone and she's talking. She's trying to set up a girls' date, a wives' date, right, with all the other friends.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm trying to make sure that what I say is good or this is good, and I'm trying to make sure that it's said the right way. And I'm all like, hold on 1 second. I call Bob. Bob, hey. He's like, oh, dude, I took the nastiest fart. I'm like, right? That's crazy. He's like, yeah, it's funny. All right, later, dude. All right, later, man. I hung up. Like, that was it. Like, we just talked about farts and we just moved on. I'm like, babe, you got to stop, dude. Just don't. Why are you overthinking this? It's crazy.
No, they have to. If you
overthinking,
convince her to stop overthinking those interactions, she'll be shunned. She'll make a misstep. She'll say the wrong thing. It'll lead to disaster. They have to do that.
It's
say like
stripes, dude.
Stripes.
Stripes and stripes, dude. That's just crazy. So that's all this tells me is like they've never had a guy friend or had a guy experience before.
And this is too reductionist, but it's the two boys playing in kindergarten. They're literally saving their respective worlds.
They're saving their worlds.
Yeah, so you would bond through that alone, even if you didn't like a motherfucker.
Even that's called trauma bond at its highest form. That's a trauma bond.
That would be good. Who's and I'm putting us both on the spot, but what's a movie where two people that didn't like each other had to come together to get some shit done?
I mean Armageddon. Easily Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck.
I think they liked each other though. There was tension. You're right. Yeah,
it was combative all the way to the very end. He throws him in the fucking tank. Hey man, take care of my baby girl. Oh, they're crying like it's a whole thing. They come together to save the world. That's a trauma bond for sure.
That's
in that way.
I think you're missing a little bit, but that's a good throw out. I put us on the spot.
It's that's the first thing that comes to mind with that, man. The trauma bond there is real. There's a lot of them, man.
No, I'm sure there is, but I nothing's really standing out.
You know, another one. It's Shawshank Redemption. You know, prison, the guards being complete assholes of human beings. They come together, they bond in prison, the hardships of prison. They break out together. They create this whole new life together. That's a whole thing. You know,
how did we forget this?
What's one? Oh, you come with your examples? Okay.
I asked Rock. I cheated, but
okay.
Lethal Weapon. Rush Hour.
Iconic.
The Nice Guys. Top Gun.
Absolutely. Not once did you get, and I'll be honest with you guys, in every single one of those amazing films, not one backstory was had. Just dudes coming together, man.
I think you're right.
Just no backstories had, dude. Just badass mofos, just saving lives and stakes, man.
See, and then I asked for more titles. They're not very good, but Grok says Heat. Oh, The Heat with Sandra Bullock. Okay, fuck that. No,
The Heat, Sandra Bullock.
I'm not gonna read that. Okay.
No, but like I was saying, it's not reductionist. It's just sometimes those are just true. Just hey, man, you're an engineer. I'm a scientist. Let's fucking figure this out. Our worlds are dying. All right, we're getting into the next segment of the stream. Did you? Or hold on, I should play the sound effects for the iridiums.
That was good. All right, trivia. The scene where Eva Stratt sings karaoke was not in the original script. Ryan Gosling overheard Sandra Huller singing between takes and asked her to perform for the movie just 48 hours before filming that scene.
Oh, wow.
Huller agreed and selected Sign of the Times as her song.
Fuck, talk about amazing. That's good.
Well, it's interesting that she chose the song because people on Twitter have been deep diving into that song choice a lot. And it's funny how it's just kind of like that actor choice. Maybe she gave it some thought, but
she did. She clearly did. That was such a pivotal scene. That was heartbreaking. That
Nice.
was like the calm before the storm. This is all going to hell.
It's
had a
nice, but
nice
I
little
could
moment.
still justify cutting it.
I can't, dude. You
It's-
finally get a like.
No,
'cause
that
you
is
get
that
a-
one's
you get a
tougher because it is
keyhole.
very good.
You're getting a keyhole behind the velvet that is
Yeah.
her rock wall, right? Like it's a big deal.
But that's what I'm saying is like you get that in the other flashbacks, like when she forces them on, and then there's one later that I'm forgetting the
No,
details on. But you
that's-
get it
that
through
scene
there.
where she sings humanizes her. That scene alone humanizes her. It makes her
Mm.
super relatable.
I'm
Because
tired.
now
I'm
she's
tired
just
of
a hurt
that.
woman hiding behind. Oh, I know you're tired. It doesn't take away from it though. Like it humanizes her. It's a big scene. though. It's
Well,
a
now we're
very
back.
big
Well,
one.
now we're back to the Darth Maul thing, and now the Rings of Power
Mm.
show like wants orcs to have a backstory and families and all
No,
this. Like, da, 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 da. So, right, like this character humanizer, but I think that most of the things that I don't like about this movie, it's just kind of a victim of the era, where it's like it's just
I like that.
everyone keeps digging into these bags,
Mm.
and this one didn't need to. This one had a
Mm.
lot going for it, just
Mm.
on its own merit, but it went into like American cinema tropes, like not even for one
Mm.
particular genre, but just like any American blockbuster you see or have seen in the
Mm.
last, I think it's going on 10 years now. It might be the
Right.
Deadpool thing more than anything.
Mm.
Where he
like
was
that.
rated
Victim
R,
of
but
its own
he,
era.
where, Deadpool was rated R, but he had his pithy little comments and joke. And I think,
Sure.
yeah, for the last 10 years, that's where we've existed.
You're burnt out of the tropes. You're of certain tropes.
Yeah,
You're burnt
yeah.
out.
So like I said, it's a beautiful scene. I love that she sings karaoke. That scene was very well earned too. With everything else that they
Mhm.
showed us, it wasn't just, oh, she's a grizzled old vet trying to
'Cause-
save the world.
Yeah, because I would argue that the following flashback of her forcing him onto the ship, you believe her when she says, "I'm really sorry
Yeah.
for what I'm about to do." Like, oh fuck. Well, yeah, she's human. You related to her. You accepted her. All right, she's a good person to some degree. You like what she's doing, and then she does that. You're like, fuck, that's rough.
Yeah, no, the more I think about it, I probably would cut that karaoke scene, but it'd be a hard cut because
Wow.
the scene's so beautiful. Because I was thinking, what's the one thing that scene accomplishes that the other flashbacks don't? And I was
Mm.
gonna say it shows the communal effort and how much saving the world
Mm.
means to everyone and what is
Mm.
actually being saved. That there's that moment in Armageddon. Armageddon's such a good movie.
Such a good movie, dude. Such a good movie, dude.
But when when Ben Affleck is with Liv Tyler and he's treating her so right,
Treat us all right.
and they're hanging out and he's like kissing her on the shoulder, and she
the
said,
Cracker Jack scene. Yeah.
well, she says, do you think someone on the other side of the world is doing this exact same thing at this exact same moment? I'm about to cry right now, but he says, I hope
Yeah,
so.
dude.
Or else what the hell are we trying to
Otherwise,
save?
What the hell are we doing this for? Yeah.
And that karaoke scene had a lot of that, but scattered through all the other flashbacks, it's accomplished, so you can still, in my eyes, cut it. As beautiful as it is, I think this is the first time I've like asked for cuts on movies that we've discussed where
yeah.
I like the scenes that I want to cut. Like I like them a lot.
That's intense. Yeah.
Next trivia. Ryan Gosling's daughters, Esmeralda and Amanda, occasionally spoke for his alien co-star Rocky, voiced in the film by James Ortiz, through his earpiece on set. Speaking of their help, Gosling said, there are some moments in the movie where I'm laughing or I'm just so charmed by Rocky, which is like it's actually my kids talking to me and helping me out.
That's really cool. That's
Yeah.
pretty badass. I like that.
Yeah.
brings a whole new level
One
to it for
acting.
sure.
One acting. Score 1 for acting. Tom Hanks would never.
Dude, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, get that shit out of my ear. I don't want to hear from any of my brothers, any of my kids. Get the fuck out of here. I'm working.
You wouldn't happen to have a lighter, would you? I picture the directors all like, hey, what do you want to do with Tom and the ball? And then the director's like, "What ball? What are you talking about?" And then Tom's like, "Oh yeah, I created a whole new character for this whole entire movie. Don't worry, he's in my head. I got it. His dialogue's amazing."
Ryan Gosling was the only choice for Grace and was signed on after the book rights were bought in 2021.
Oh shit! Nice, get it, dude.
Phil Lord and Christopher Miller are attached to direct another Andy Weir film adaptation, Artemis, and an original movie
Ooh.
written by Weir.
Nice, Wire. He did The Martian. He wrote The Martian.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. He's got a bag. So this
Oh,
guy,
yeah.
Weir, he's got a bag. He gets into his bag because that's really good. I read in a recent statement of Wire. He is open to doing a sequel, which I don't even know what that looks like, but I'm interested. I'm here for it if he does it. That'd be
I
cool.
hope Ryan Gosling reads that script and says, "I don't like it, mate."
What? Why, mate? He's American.
No, dude. If my career ever gets to a point where like people are giving me
You
scripts,
Russell
I'm
Crowe?
gonna
Are you Russell
reference
Crowe?
Russell Crowe. I don't like it, mate.
I don't like it, mate. Nah, they did, fam. Nah, they did. Nah, that wasn't it.
No, I don't know. He was on the Iridium planet, and they're about to send him to
Teaching the
Earth.
Iridiums. No, oh yeah. They were working on it. They didn't say like, "Hey, you're ready to go," or "You can go."
okay.
They just said, "Take your time, but take a really long time." Like it's okay, take a really long. I'm
Yeah, I
liking
don't
it.
know. Maybe he finds himself in the middle of an Iridian civil war that threatens their
Womp,
very
womp, 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 womp.
an evil
Songs will be
Iridian.
sung, tunes be played. Evil Iridiums, they are always speaking the D flat. Womp, womp, womp.
I don't know. Someone, I believe in creativity.
Yeah. The man writes bangers. If he can figure out a way to write one,
I'd
be interested.
I'd be skeptical of it. Well, I
Yeah,
don't think
for
he
sure.
I don't think he writes the screenplays. I don't know how involved he is.
No, but he's gonna write the books though. If he find a way
Oh,
to
he
write
wants to write a book?
No, that's what he was saying. If the movie is good, he is open to writing a second book that can lead into a sequel.
Okay, that'll take a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So I'm like,
Well,
all right, cool.
then
I
we'll
know,
argue
I know.
about it in 20 years. Phil Lord and Christopher Miller's first film as directors in over a decade, since 22 Jump Street 2014, excluding their uncredited work on Solo, A Star Wars Story 2018, most of which was scrapped after their firing.
God damn, dude. Jesus. Lord and Miller?
I-
What do you do? Pick a lane, bro. 22 Jump Street? Right into this movie is crazy. That's wild. dude.
Someone. I didn't save the tweet. Shit. Give me a sec. Here, you read that.
All right, so as Fury is looking for it, the next up tidbit: the fastest film to reach 1 million viewers on Letterboxd 11 days after its theatrical release. It broke the record held by Barbie 2023, another Gosling film, and Superman 2025 at 12 days each. Interesting. That's a pretty one. Gosling just gets it, dude. He just gets it.
Let me just ask Rock. Phil Lord and Miller. Here we go. Here we go now. The fastest. You read
Just
that?
watch this on Sunday in theaters. Worldly, really good, right? It's really good, Worldly.
Ad-free Worldly. Woo!
Ad-free.
Why did he have to make a new account for that?
Oh, he has two accounts for himself. He has a Twitch account where it's ad free.
Oh,
and then he has
cool.
a Twitch account where it's really good. The man's just doing smart things.
Do I not follow his accounts?
Gotta follow Worldly, ad free Worldly. There's Worldly, there's ad free Worldly. Follow them both.
I'm pretty sure I follow the ad one. Okay.
There you go.
Follow this one. Just watch this Sunday in theaters.
That's
The
a good
director
Sunday film, dude.
wanted Rocky. Yeah, it is actually. The director wanted Rocky to look as tangible and real as possible, so the character was played by a puppet with the puppet operator being digitally removed in post-production. There are only a couple of shots where Rocky is fully CG.
That's super cool. That's badass. He felt it felt very real. It was good.
I should have saved the tweet, but Phil Lord and Christopher Miller have directed together Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
What the hell?
21 Jump Street,
Jeez.
the Lego Movie,
What?
22 Jump Street, and now Project Hail
Okay.
Mary.
These guys, you guys got to focus, guys.
They got it though. Do they need to focus, or every time they touch
I
it?
don't know.
They got fired from Star Wars probably because they were gonna make those movies good.
It was too good. It was just too good. I gotta let you go, dude. This is a banger. Worley, I'm glad you liked it, good. It was fun. It was cute. It was silly. It was sad. It was all of them, man. It was all of those for
I
sure.
need these guys to focus.
I have focus, bro. Like, jeez, they're doing too much.
Well, and I saw a really cool.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Same guys. That's wild. Ooh, the same director who worked on the Batman, by the way. Cloverfield, dude. Cloverfield was wild.
I like it.
I like it too. It's both Cloverfields are amazing. They're really good.
There's 3, and I do like the first 2 a lot.
The first I didn't know it was the third one, but this John
Not
Goodman,
good.
crazy. I mean, how do you can't go up from John Goodwin? John Goodwin's amazing.
Well,
It's
they
crazy.
tried. I think the third one has your boy who plays the android,
Who?
Fassbender.
Oh, they have Fassbender. He's good.
Good.
Unfortunately, not on 3. I hated Cloverfield, the one all on the hand cam. That was like a
That's
movie
the
of its
first
time,
one.
though. Like the first one, but the cam thing was a movement. That was a big thing.
No, I lied.
I
So
get it.
the third one is Cloverfield Paradox. I do not
Oh,
recommend it. I think it was a Netflix original,
I don't do that at all.
and they
I'm not doing
didn't
that.
they did not
No.
have Fassbender. They had Daniel Brühl,
Daniel Brühl.
Zemo from
Oh, he's a good actor.
He
That
is
sucks
good.
that He's who's
Yeah.
now. That was rough.
he's good.
That's not good.
Um,
Poor Daniel Brühl.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this movie ruined everyone's career because you don't see him in anything else.
Jesus Louises. That's
But yeah, I didn't like it. It sucked because the first 2 I
Yeah.
liked a lot for like 2 completely different reasons.
Yeah. And you forget that the Cloverfield movies were the same. They're like, oh, this is the same universe. Holy shit.
Right.
Crazy.
Surpassed Creed 3 as Amazon MGM Studios' highest grossing film.
It's a great movie, dude. Great movie's great. Great movie's great.
Ryan Gosling ad-libbed numerous lines, including Meryl Streep, man, she could play anything. When Grace was going through the Rocky voice synthesizer options. The team then got Meryl Streep to do her own voice for that scene. They were able to get into contact with her via producer Amy Pascal, who had worked with Streep on Steven Spielberg's The Post.
I love that. And here's the thing, Streep can do anything, dude. I often say it all the time. She can literally do anything.
I think
It's ridiculous.
that's an old Modern Family joke. Where
No,
the-
that's just a fact. I don't have to tell you. That's just a fact.
Grace's habit of hanging his glasses off his ears below his chin was something Ryan Gosling came up with. It wasn't until several weeks into filming that he found out people who wear glasses don't actually do this. But by then, he'd shot too many scenes of him doing it to cut this quirk. Daniel Craig's character in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo also has the same habit of hanging his glasses from one ear.
So he found out that he alone in this world hangs glasses below his chin.
I don't think he
because
wears
has
glasses.
a chiseled chin that can actually
Yeah.
support that. Yeah. This is uncomfortable. I'm trying it right now. This is not good. This is not. Oh my god, I'm dirtying up my glasses. I can feel my hair dirtying it.
Yeah.
It's not good. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's why. See, and I think that's something that someone who doesn't need lenses would come up with because they don't realize that as soon as those come off, You just can't really see.
You just can't even see.
And then you're not gonna fuck around with your livelihood and just be
you're not
all
doing
willy
that.
nilly with it, you know.
Yeah, you're not gonna do the sexy lady bite on the edge of your glasses pose either. You're like doing one of those, you know. You just wear them.
Grace briefly mentions that the Iridians haven't discovered relativity. The book explains that this is the reason Rocky's ship holds enough fuel for the return trip and to refuel the Hail Mary. They didn't know the relativistic time dilation and length contraction effects, so they thought they needed much more fuel to reach Tau Ceti.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Ad-free worldly, specifically if it's your only pair in space. Exactly.
Yeah.
You're taking care of those guys. You're taking care of those glasses, dude. You're taking care of those glasses. Worley, I agree. Yeah, so my friend Bob, who read the book through and through, he talks about that. He goes, they really break down the math in that book and they explain it. And he felt at times you needed a degree in the sciences just to understand the math behind everything. It was wild.
All right, it's Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary, everybody. Well, we find out yet again, Fury is the curmudgeon, and I just love good movies.
That's funny.
Womp, 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 womp. So that's what it's all about. I give this womp, 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 womp out of 10. Fury goes womp, womp, womp out of 10. So you can tell. Worldly, the friend I went with read about half the book and explained a few things like that to me as well. Yeah, really, it's a thing, dude. It's a thing. So this movie, watch it in theaters if you can, if you haven't already. World's already done that, and hopefully you guys too. This was a great film. Highly recommend for everybody. But make sure you have the 3 hours cleared in your schedule to experience this film proper. Please make sure. Now, we don't need to do any voting because next Tuesday is going to be Sam Raimi's Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2. We're going to be getting into the weeds with it. We're going to have some fun watching that and talking about it next Tuesday. It was a 9-hour round trip for me to watch it. Good gravy. Worley, that's crazy. Yeah, you spent a day, Worley. You spent the day out there in Canada. But,
must be missing an angel. Were you psyching yourself out to play Resident Evil?
I'm psyching myself up again.
I'm glad you beat the second one. That was quick.
Oh, quick.
The
Dude,
first,
the first one was a slog, dude.
Kicking your monkey ass.
Kick it. I was getting zombied, dude. Like, it was bad. Those zombies were making me sorbet, dude. Like, they were serving me, soft serving me. But we're getting into it. I think so. I feel kind of cheating right now because in this one, I bought a DLC where it gives you all the super weapons and all the unlocks. So I'm just gonna breeze right through this game.
So you feel like you're cheating? No, you're cheating, man.
I'm clearly cheating. I'm not feeling. I'm clearly cheating. So I'm gonna breeze right through this game with all the unlocks and all the badass equipment, and then go right into 4. So it is what it is. Yeah, we got 5 more games after this one. So who's to say?